First opened in the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for Astros baseball next. Justin Verlander will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Striding in, Steve Lombardozzi. He will lead this one off today. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how we get things underway here in the Space City. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
1-2 now. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Gurriel in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now another 2-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he popped him up. And this will land foul. The next 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's Jed Lowry now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
The 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He hit over 450 last month. Nobody could figure out how to get him out, and I'm telling you, he's not cooling down. He's the guy I'm watching.
striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Kemp. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. McCann has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Brett Anderson is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Hero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their 2nd win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. The pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
hit the other way out toward right field. Joyce is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Heading out towards shallow right. Kemp onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
At the plate, Matt Joyce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's outside for a ball. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on the first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting 7, third baseman, Roberto Garcia.
Next up for the A's, Roberto Garcia comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kemp will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Still 0-0. Here's George Springer. He went deep in the contest last night.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, hit hard. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Striding in for Houston, Scooter Gennett. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike. Pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Ready on 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Julius.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Runners on the move for second. Runner at first here, one man out. Missed with a breaking ball. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. Gennett is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting seventh, left fielder.
Next up for the Stros, Adam Duvall. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Anderson has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Gurriel at second with two down. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. We'll try it again. Here he comes again. 1-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Astros leave one and move to the third with no score. Digging in, Ryan Baker. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Ryan Baker.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The 1-1 home. Grounded to first. Gloved by Santana. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Is a fastball that misses.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. He's able to find a knockout there.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Lombardozzi playing here in his age 29 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Kemp backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone.
Lowry.
And that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High pop-up. Santana is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Now here's the pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Carlos.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Santana. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 delivery. The bouncer to the left side. Lowry's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Piscotty. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Line drive, base hit to right.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Joyce. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Roberto Garcia waits on deck. .3-0 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Piscotty rounds third and is digging for the plate, and a relay home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Standing in now, Roberto Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Joyce leads off second with nobody out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1. Misses. Ball 2.
Count 2-1.
Hit to short. Correa right there. And there's one away.
Up next for Oakland, center fielder, Ryan Baker.
Riding in once again, Ryan Baker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is in the air to left field. Moving under it, Duvall. 2 down. Throw behind him to second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Leading off the 4th for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Hard hit ball to short. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. A runner at first with no outs here. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this one is gone. A home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Scooter Gennett.
Into the box now, Scooter Gennett. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Julius Gurriel.
Ready for another chance? Yuli Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard down the line. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Baker sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Digging in to try it again, Brian McCann, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Gurriel stands at second with 2 gone. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is under it, and that retires the side. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. We're through 4, 2-1 Houston. Leading off the inning, Bruce Maxwell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 13, Bruce.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Now here's the ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. McCann corrals it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 8.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down 2-1. Here's Carlos Santana now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Joyce, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tony Kemp. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring it home.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And this is taken outside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Full count. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Jonathan Lucroy.
And now a pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
3-1 now. Popped up. Santana has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Digging in once again, Chris Davis. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball one. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder, Matt Joyce.
So striding in, Matt Joyce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Now batting, third baseman, Roberto Garcia.
Ready for another chance, Roberto Garcia. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Fouled away. The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Duvall is calling for it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. In to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Baker.
Ready once again, Ryan Baker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
With runners in scoring position this season, Baker brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signified.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 58, Paul Blackburn.
Digging in to try it again. George Springer comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Baker is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Scooter Gennett.
Striding in once again, Scooter Gennett, a hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Popped him up. Maxwell waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. To third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 2-2. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Buddy Boucher.
Ready for another shot now. Bruce Maxwell. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And that's in there for strike 1.
I like that he used a curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
The 0-1 pitch. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1-1 on the ground to the right side, and that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
The batter number 22, second baseman.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Springer on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowrie.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowrie. First offering on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Set with the 0-1. Ground ball right side, and that's through for a hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Jonathan Lucroy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else than this off the plate.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Line to the right side. Gonzalez is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Maxwell on second. Lowry at first. 2 out in the inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's 4-2.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pin.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 38, Joe Smith.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 2 for 4. On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. The A's lead this one 4-2. Leading off the inning, Adam Duvall. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
A 1 pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1-2.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Baker giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far this season, Santana carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Sent on the ground out to second. Lombardozzi ranges to his left. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
2-0 now. Duvall on third with 2 out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Marwin Gonzalez would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Astros leave 1, still down by a count of 4-2. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Matt Joyce.
From the stretch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2 balls and a strike. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Springer patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these 2 performances stack up against one another. Striding in for Oakland, Roberto Garcia earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Base hit into right center.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Real big.
Into the box, Ryan Baker, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
0-2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 13.
Stepping in, Bruce Maxwell. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Duvall. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Oakland as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Well, this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoke toward third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Correa, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Another 1-2 delivery. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat, trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now, Scooter Gennett, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Correa rounds the corner and is headed home, and a relay to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing into pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Oakland, number 36, Yusmeiro Kikuchi.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We've played 8 full. It's the 8th. Hector Rondon enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Lombardozzi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Duvall on the move. He's there and records the first down.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowrie.
Here's Jed Lowrie now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Lucroy. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Chris Davis would be next. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Hero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. The A's strand 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Liam Hendriks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Liam Hendriks.
Jose Altuve will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. In previous meetings with Liam Hendriks, batting .500, 5 for 10. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Jose Altuve is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Digging in, Brian McCann. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And right into the shift. But foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Tony Kemp would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Tony Kemp. In previous meetings with Liam Hendriks, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Marisnick is off at first with 2 away. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the A's bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The A's jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Paul Blackburn earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Liam Hendriks earns the save out of the bullpen, his 20th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.